Hey guys, we're back. We're with the softball and we're gonna start lying down on our backs, okay? So we're gonna start with some pelvic floor work, okay? So you're gonna take your ball and you're gonna put it in between your inner thighs. So I want it to go like right in the middle of your inner thighs, if you will. So don't put it up so close to the knees. I have a lot of people when I say inner thighs, they tend to just put it in between the knees. So put it up above that space. And then you're just gonna reach your arms long by your side. Let's line your feet up with your sit bones. That means your feet have to walk in a little bit. Let's take an inhale, and with your inhale, I just want you to release your core, release your pelvic floor. Don't lose the ball, but do let your knees open a little bit with your inhale. And then with your exhale, I want you to lift your pelvic floor up and in. Now, it might be easier to think of trying to bring your two front hip bones closer together, and that is an activation of your obliques and pelvic floor. And then I want you to squeeze in with the inner thighs on the ball, and then inhale, release everything. So all of those contractions. What you're trying to do though, your goal is to contract the pelvic floor and obliques right here inside the hip bones first before you squeeze the legs in on the ball, so that you're not just doing this, right? Just pumping the legs, okay? Inhale, release, exhale. It's like you're trying to sink your low belly tissue backwards, and inhale, release. Also, when you do this, you don't need to have any change in your spine. So if as you're squeezing and contracting, you notice that this is happening, which is a deep tuck of your tail, try and release that, and you really are just engaging the muscles, sinking that tissue down away from your waistband, squeezing in through inner thighs and pelvic floor, and then inhale, release. We're gonna do it 3 more times. Really coordinate it with your breath. Exhale. Good. Inhale, release. Exhale. Draw in and up. And squeeze in. Inhale, release. One more time. Exhale, contract. I want you to hold that contraction. Now we're going to take it into that pelvic tilt. So holding the contraction, I want you to tip your tail, pressing your low back down underneath you, depressing the belly button towards the floor. Inhale, release that pelvic tilt, reach the pelvis long, and let the knees open. Yes. Exhale, contract first, drawing the hip bones together, then squeeze in on the ball. Now continue with a tuck, pressing your low back down, depressing the belly button backwards, and then inhale, release the pelvis. So I'm not making like over exaggerating this move in my own body, but I do hope that you can visually see this, because I know that it's a lot of internal work. So here we go. Exhale, contract, squeeze, and tip the tail. And then inhale, release. We're just going to do this twice more. This is really great work to do if you need to rehabilitate your pelvic floor, and just if you need it to tighten again, if you're postpartum, this is great work for postpartum. Or any abdominal surgeries or anything like that can kind of do that too. Inhale, release. And then exhale. I want you to come back into the contraction, but do not tip your tail. So just the contraction with a squeeze, hands behind your head. Inhale again here, but without losing the contraction. And then exhale. Fold the ribs up, fold forward with the head, neck, and shoulders. Good. So you still have this nice and contracted in here. And then with another inhale, keeping the head up, I want you to float the legs up to tabletop. Yes? Now, with this, I actually want to take my ball and move it up a little closer to knees. So I'll have a little more ease of movement with our toe taps. That's where we're going to next. So if you did what I did, make sure you regain this contraction. Keep your gaze above your kneecaps, so not looking through the legs, but above, so you have some space between chin and chest. Inhale, you're going to tip those toes down towards the floor. Exhale, we establish this contraction, sinking the belly tissue down and backwards and drawing the front hip bones together. Inhale, drop down. Exhale, draw the knees back up. Now notice, inhale, as I drop down, if this starts to feel like my low back is lifting, like arching underneath me, it's naturally lifted with airspace, but arching, then I'm not going to bring my feet to the floor. Inhale. If you don't, you can go all the way to the floor. Exhale, lift. This is really slow, but I want it to be deep work. Exhale, lift. Inhale, connecting deep in and around our spine. Exhale, lift. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Again, inhale. Exhale, deeper contraction, drawing the hip bones together. Good job. Take the ball out from between the knees, put the head down and put the feet down. Good job, guys. So just roll your head from side to side in case you took any tension into your neck. We are going back up into that forward fold, so I just want you to be ready for it. All right, for this, we're going to continue with those really deep contractions. The ball comes to the front of your knees, legs in tabletop. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, you're going to bring your hands behind your head, and for this, we're going to allow ourselves to do kind of what we normally don't, which is the elbows here, right? So the tips of your elbows are against the ball like so. This is going to be, again, very deep work and not a ton of outward movement that you'll see. So look up to the top of that ball there. Take an inhale with an exhale, same contraction, pulling your front hip bones together as you press your knees into the ball. Inhale, release. So it's just the knees pressing in. Ready? Exhale. Inhale, release. Again, exhale. Inhale, release. You're blowing out your air and you're not making it fast. Exhale, press. Inhale, release. We're going to go 3 more. Exhale, press those knees in towards the ball. Hold your upper body steady. Don't let it fall backwards. Inhale, release. Twice more. Exhale. Hold the contraction. Inhale, release. Once more. Good job, guys. All right, take a break if you need to. Take an inhale, and now we're going to do the same thing with the upper body. So the legs stay still. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, fold the ribs farther forward, lifting the upper back, pressing the elbows into the ball, and then inhale, release back, and exhale. And inhale. So it's a very similar contraction, trying to draw your hip bones together. And inhale, release, but you're folding forward higher and you're not moving the legs. Inhale, release. 5 more. Inhale, release. I want you to visually see your low belly tissue sinking away from the waistband. Here we go. Exhale. Inhale, release. 3 more. Exhale. Inhale, release. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale, release. You have 1 more. Here we go. Leave your right foot on the floor here, or you can lift the legs straight up towards the ceiling, you choose. We're going to take an inhale here, and with an exhale, curl farther forward, twist and push the elbow into the ball, and inhale back for 8. And exhale. Inhale back for 8, 7, and exhale. Inhale back for 6, and exhale. Inhale back for 5, and exhale. Inhale back for 4. Inhale back for 3. Exhale. Inhale back for 2. 1 more. And exhale. Good. And set ourselves up for the other side. Left tip of your elbow against the ball. Right knee is up in tabletop. You choose what you want to do with your left leg, either down and bent or straight up towards the ceiling. Here we go. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, twist up and forward farther for 8. Inhale back. Exhale up 7. Inhale back. Exhale up 6. Inhale back. Exhale up. Whoops. 5. Inhale back. I lost our count. And up for 4. And back. Up for 3. and back. Up for 2. You're still sinking that belly tissue down away from the waistband. And up for 1. And all the way down. Oh my goodness. And I'm going to let you stretch it all the way out. Thanks for moving with me, you guys. If you liked this workout, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you get a notification each time I upload a new video. Come over to my website at goneadventuring.com if you're interested in more full-length workouts or live classes each week. Join us. Let's do this together at any time from anywhere. I'll see you soon.